Good morning, Atlas SE users. Recently I've been asked about the proper technique for editing vertices using Edit Geographic Vertex Move. Specifically, how does one move the vertices of a feature without also moving vertices of another feature that I don't want to edit? Now this is a pretty common scenario. Often we will have a linear feature like a road or a stream that shares a common boundary with a polygon feature like a region unit in this case. The two features don't exactly maybe share every vertex in common. Maybe in the GIS they do, but in our editing, we really don't want them to share common vertices. We want to move some of the vertices of the unit to the other side of the road. So we're going to show you how to fix that and how you can properly represent that in the GIS. Another common situation is where you have a new polygon feature that you're trying to clean up, and it currently shares some vertices in common, but not every vertex is in common, and you might want to drag the vertices across the edge of a hard boundary like a road, and then use that road to kind of clean up the edge. We'll probably demonstrate that in another video, but the principles of that are the same as what we're going to do here. Now, to do this, we want to use Edit Geographic Vertex Move. Before you can edit any vertices, you need to select the feature that you want to edit the vertices on. In our example today, I'm just going to use the region layer, this red layer here. It's actually a uncut, clear-cut unit, but we'll work with the region layer, and it happens to be on the region layer. So the first thing we have to do before we can select a feature is make sure that that's our active layer. Now, something that a lot of folks don't understand or realize is there's a quick way to change your selection layer up here without having to come up here and click every time. If you just simply do a right click with your cursor, when you're over sort of the feature of interest, you'll see underneath Atlas SE is going to find all the features under that location where you clicked with your cursor. So what we want to do is we want to pick region, and once we've picked that, we have to switch up here to the selection tool, and we're going to come and we're going to select this feature. Now once we've done that, we can type the commands Alt Edit Geographic Vertex Move, and you'll see that the vertices of the polygon feature are highlighted to kind of show up as these little nice cute blue circles. Now what I want to do is I want to move some of these vertices to the west side of this road, and obviously they're connected. I can go to draft mode and show that. There's none really that are not connected. So we have good commonality right here, and what we want to do is move these vertices off the road without causing the road to move with us. So I'm going to go back to the map view here. So in order to do this, the first thing I need to do is hold my shift key down on my keyboard. Once I have the shift key held down, then and only then do I click on the vertice and I drag it and I move. And I just like to keep the shift key held down the whole time while I'm moving vertices. So see how I just come along and I click the vertices that I want to move. And we'll say that that's all the ones that I wanted to move. When I'm done, I can let off the shift key. I can do a right click and pick Save Edits. I'll come up here and I'm going to clear the selection, and you can see how the road stayed in place and the unit moved. Well, how do I put that back? We'll just do the opposite operation of kind of what we did. We're going to use the same tool. So again, I need to select the polygon, so I'm going to click to select it, and it's going to highlight. I'm going to type Alt Edit Geographic Vertex Move. Now I'm going to back out just a second. One thing I always say type because I find that it's quicker to type the commands, but you can also just come up here and click Edit Geographic Vertex Move. That'll do the same thing. It puts us into vertice editing mode. I a lot of times when I'm moving vertices back to a linear feature, I need to be in draft mode so I can see that. So here I see the road vertices as represented by these black triangles along the blue line, and then I see the polygon vertices here as these nice little blue circles. So again, the first thing I always do is hold the shift key down. I click on the vertice that I want. When I get close there, I can let up off the shift key now, and I just hit G. I just always get in the habit of holding that shift key down. I click and drag, hit the G key and it grabs on. Hold the shift key down, click and drag, let off the shift key, grab, hold the shift key down, click and drag, grab. I'll do this a few more times, we'll finish it up. Hold the shift key down, click, drag, grab, shift key down, click, drag, grab. One more here to go. Hold the shift key down, click, drag, grab. Now at this point, I'm got all the vertices back on the road where they started. So I can do a right click, save edits, and I'm done. I can click the clear selection button and you'll see that all is right with the world. Well, you will when I go back to final mode. Well, that's all for now, SE users. I plan to do a couple more videos on editing vertices. I hope this video has been helpful. So I'll talk with you soon. Goodbye.